Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the exhibition match of the new game by Vanagloria Games. We are going to comment one match with three teams, the red, the purple and the orange. It starts by assigning 20 cubes of one color to every player. The meeple that count the point are positioned on the star box, and the sign of the first player is assigned in a casual way to the purple team. When every player has positioned his first cube on the planet starting, the purple team can start the game. At first, it's difficult to understand what kind of strategy every player wants to play, even because sometimes you cannot keep the same strategy because of the moves of the enemies, which make you come back on your step and change it. Hardly every player starts the game with one strategy and take it until the end. There are a lot of possibilities created by the opposing moves, and the player has to be elastic in face-up the game. No match is equal to the other. For example, at the beginning, the purple team and the orange seem to be similar, both making action many cubes, while the red team seems to want to arm itself to fight the enemy cubes. We'll see what happens. We see that the purple team gets 2 points. Does it want to escape? Will it do it, or the other teams will make moves to stop it? Now the red with his armored cube is getting closer threateningly to the purple cubes. Also, the orange team is positioned on the planet weaponry to arm itself. Attention! The purple team leaves a cube alone under the fire enemy. And in fact, the red team doesn't let it go and attacks, removing it. This is a big loss for the purple team. Damn, what he was thinking! Now, without a cube that protects the planet cube, he will have problems to stay in the game. He cannot let other cubes in the game to help the others, which are surrounded by the enemies. But it must take position on another planet cube. Instead, with surprise, we see that the purple player seems not to be interested in let other cubes in the game, and it goes directly to get the points of the full moon. It doesn't seem to be a good strategy since the red team attacked the purple cube. We think that the purple team will be out of the game very soon. As we thought, the purple team goes into the impasse of the full moon. Let's check if the other two players will remove it or will let it live just for mercy. Indeed, the orange team moves on and removes another cube of the purple team, which has only one cube left now. Does it have any hope to win? Now the purple team can only hope to be ignored by the others, or it will be game over. The purple player is taking very long to decide what to do, but it has only 2 actions: staying there, protecting the area and watching the other teams playing, or coming back and take a position on the planet cube, thing they had to do before. And he chose the second one. Now we'll see if the others ignored him. and luckily for him, it is ignored. Obviously, we say, because the orange team goes to get the full moon, which gives it 4 points per turn. By now, even if the purple player is first with the score, hardly he will get to the end. The bookmakers give the last place of the purple team for sure, no more bids are accepted. Now it's only a race between two, the orange team and the red team. The game now is getting very close to its most engaging part, where we'll see who is gonna be the winner. The orange team seems to be advantaged cause he occupied a full moon and an half moon, while the red team has only 2 half moons, with a difference of 2 points in favor of the orange team, but this difference could be filled. We'll see. The red team seems to be very interested in removing the purple team instead of fighting the orange team. This strategy won't get any benefit. Removing a team does get any point. The red should attack the orange cubes, especially that one positioned on the full moon. But the red player seems to disagree with us. Let's see if there will be a breakthrough. From what we have seen so far, we can say that the best strategy was in part that one of the red team, who harmed itself and attacked the enemies. This strategy was applied in a good way by the red player, but at the end he get lost for keeping hunting the purple cubes. Now, without moves, maybe he lost the chance to win the match. To me, he had to ignore the purple team, like the orange player did, and go to remove the orange cubes. Now the orange team is in pole position with 22 points, 2 more than the red team and only 1 more full moon. Seems there is no hope for the purple team, even if the player is not of the same opinion. Instead of give up and make a good impression using a banal excuse like a make his phone ring, he keep on moving his cubes, which are more like sinking boats than spaceships. Even if the game seems to be addressed to the victory of the orange team, more than 30 points are missing to cut the final goal, and everything can happen till now. Then we see that the purple player is doing everything to get rid of the game, but at this point, would have been better if it took a fresh beer to refresh his ideas and think about his mistakes, starting with sitting and play instead of moving his cube casually. All of this is getting a huge advantage to the orange team, which is taking these benefits of the distraction of the red player, who is thinking about removing the purple cubes instead of making more points or make the orange get less. Now the orange gets 10 points per turn, and it seems to be done. It will take a miracle to not let it win, or the red and the purple should gang up to stop it. In this match, we have seen different strategies with continued evolution. In fact, a player attacked one instead of other, and today they are only 3. You can imagine what could happen in a match with 6 players, where there is a measured number of combination of actions. We understand that more players are in the game and more specific the evolution of the strategy has to be, because you have to forecast the move of 5 players. Back to the comment about this match, we know that the position seemed to be defined. The orange team is in pole position compared to the second, not to mention the purple team, which seems not to have legs anymore. At this moment, the orange team gets 12 points, occupying 2 full moons and 2 half moons. We are at the last round, where the players of the red and the purple team can only watch the orange team cutting the final goal and being the absolute dominator of the Vanagloria Galaxy, defeating his enemies in the war-called Cube Attack. We can say that has won the player who had the strategy to extend the number of his cubes, arming only that one necessary to remove the enemies put on his way. And that's all. Goodbye!